Steve got us all involved. It's almost like weapons of mass destruction.
Steve is the apprentice.
Looking better already.
I got a bug out for a while. My tattoo guy's on me for his carving, so I went and did it.
Wow.
Most people look at a stump, they see a stump. I see opportunity. My name is Steve Blanchard, and I'm a master chainsaw carver. Creating killer wood sculptures is my business. Together with my right-hand man, Pete Rieger, our apprentice, Ryan, and some of the best saw dogs around the globe, we always find a way to get it done. Eat, sleep, carve. It's what we do.
Today is the first day of our new project. We're doing it for our client, Mark DUMAS, who's an animal trainer. He does movies and television, commercials. He's got an 800-pound polar bear named Aggie.
Good girl.
Who is 16 years old, and he's raised it from a tiny little cub into this massive monster.
Mark's commissioning this piece to celebrate 16 years of this incredible animal.
She's such an integral part of our lives that having a sculpture made of her, it actually immortalizes her smile.
This is a big, big project. We're keeping Mark COLP around this week. We're gonna need him. His stuff is just phenomenal. It's just gonna rock.
Carving is all I've ever done. I'm a speed carver. People can see what I'm doing within minutes. Not hours, minutes.
Mark is the guy. We were really fortunate to have him stay on for a little while.
We're bringing in a deadly piece of wood and a deadly carver. You know, it's gonna be tough, but Steve was able to get Chester Armstrong up here to help us out. His stuff is high-end stuff.
I live in Oregon. I've been carving wood for 40 years. A lot of movie stars have picked up pieces. You know, Clint Eastwood has a piece, and the late, great Michael Jackson. I wanted fluid lines and movement to be a part of each one of my sculptures, and I wanted them to be considered fine art.
Okay, don't molest it. Let's go.
Quit fondling your wood, Skip.
The big polar bear, a big piece of wood. The wood itself weighs 5,000 pounds. Okay, guys, this is the moment of truth. There's infinite numbers of polar bears, but which one are we going to choose? It's a fantasy creation, and I think we all live in a fantasy of our own creation. We'll just cut that right away, and that'll be the ice floe he's standing on.
He takes the whole space. He just, like, consumes the whole area with his style.
Coming up, pausing for a moment.
Physically.
In action line, we're pushing off, climbing up.
Emotionally.
A polar bear is a hunter.
And verbally.
Cool.
It's just a totally different world that he's moving in.
Something like that. Are we following me?
Steve got us all involved on this project. We're supposed to be a team.
That's kind of a nice shape. Don't fight the log.
It wasn't minutes till we realized that he's the rock star. We're gonna just have to be part of the band.
And we got a leg coming down because he's climbing. He's climbing up on this thing. He's pushing off with that bottom leg.
He's awesome. I don't know. That dude's crazy.
Can you run and gas up the saws for us?
Yeah, but didn't you tell him?
What?
There was a bet that happened last week. I had nothing to do with it. It was between Pete and Steve.
You bit off more than you can chew. I'll saw bitch this place for a week if you pull this thing off.
You know, we cut it so close, and Steve thought he was gonna win. It was a hit.
Nice job, fellas.
And now he's on the bottom, and I'm on the top. One person on this team has to fuel and sharpen those saws, and it's gonna be Steve, and you're gonna tell him now, all right?
Fine.
Steve is now the apprentice. So he's gonna be filling up saws, he's gonna be sharpening saws.
This is a massive log. I mean, this thing is
It is totally massive.
6 foot across.
Mark, we want you up there dancing while that chainsaw's cutting.
Jig, disco.
All right, guys, look at these two apprentices.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. You think you can make us some peanut butter sandwiches there, Steve?
No problem. Anything else I can help you out with?
Well, just make sure you cut the crust off those babies. We should be good. You like that?
I think that'll work.
Yeah.
Rock and roll!
Let the games begin. I can't believe you took that.
The log is a dance between itself and my creativity.
It's almost like weapons of mass destruction when you're around that guy.
Here he goes through a chain.
The battle has begun.
Yeah.
Chainsaw art is kind of the worker class of art. We got the rock and roll cooking. These are little rakers in front of the cutting tooth. The raker is at a certain height so that the saw is as gentle as it can be. In my case, I like a lot of grab. So I cut the rakers down so that the tooth is more exposed and it just bites into the wood. I'm exchanging safety for speed. Chainsaw carving is not exactly about safety anyway. You can see it's a high-risk proposition all the way from the get-go.
Pete asked me to make him a peanut butter sandwich, and I'm perfectly willing to do that. I would make the peanut butter sandwich, and I told Ryan to do it because I got a couple of phone calls.
Sucks for me because I'm kind of caught right in between the two, where also Pete's kind of taking advantage of the situation. So I'll do like a little, peanut butter square. Cut his crust real nice, just perfect. There's a nice sandwich for him. For the guys, so I figure I better make them a nice little ham tomato sandwich.
He's having this romance with this piece of wood, and we're standing back and watching it. He described it as like he's the warrior, and we're like the army that comes in and supports the warrior.
You gotta understand there is a lot of anxiety in the creation of a piece of art, particularly the way that I go about it.
I'd be a little more exact in my cuts.
Hey, bullshit. I don't got a crystal ball.
I would have trimmed all the rot off the outside, and then
That would have been a waste of momentum.
So glad the boys are giving her on this project because I've got a little side project I need to take care of. I got to bug out for a while. I got this guy, did me this tattoo. And,
Wow.
yeah, it's a nice wolf, eh? My buddy Sean, he's great. The deal was, he gives me the tattoo, I give him a carving. And I haven't gotten around to doing the carving yet. Steve's out of the way, the guys are all busy. I'm just gonna kind of slide over here and do my thing and hope the boys are gonna cover for me.
Ah, good riddance.
We're gonna
Get
do
out of
3
here.
guys on this thing? No.
knock them out, man. Go do it.
Okay, cover me. Thought Steve was supposed to deliver this stuff.
No, man, he's like not doing it.
Not doing it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's that?
That's your peanut butter sandwich. You said with no crusts.
That's not very much.
That was actually a lot of work.
Oh, it's very nice. Thank you. Tastes good.
You're welcome. So, what are you doing over here?
Just working on companion piece for the bear.
So, why do you got your truck and your traveling gear? Are you like not carving it here or
No,
something?
I'm just cleaning out my truck.
Weird.
It's getting messy.
I don't know, man. You and Steve both are getting messy. Something fishy's going on here.
Steve got us all involved on this project.
A polar bear is a hunter, so we are creating the look of a hunter.
I'd be a little more exact.
Bullshit.
Look at these 2 apprentices. I got to bug out for a while. Gorgeous. By the river. It's like a CCR song down here. I really got to get this carving finished today. I owe Sean for this tattoo, and he's ready to get his carving. He's a tattoo guy. I'm going to experiment in the tattoo style this time. Celtic cross, nicely detailed, maybe with some like Viking knots in it. And I think Sean will really dig it. Really glad Chester and Mark are covering for me. I kind of think Steve knows what's going on because I'm pretty scarce around there. I'm pretty sure he'd be all right with it. Maybe.
He's getting his gratification out on that piece of wood, and we're standing back and watching it. We get to tidy up after them. You know, it's like having sex or watching sex. I mean, we're part of it, but still more fun when you're involved in it.
I have every confidence in Mark. I've seen his work, and I don't have any real misgivings. It's just nobody exactly shares your artistic vision.
Put another quarter in for me, would you?
Ryan wants me to put his fence back up. It wasn't me that knocked it down, it was Mark when they were putting the house up on the stump the other day. But that's okay, I don't mind doing it for him because I'm the apprentice.
It's nice to see Steve's been a good sport about doing the apprentice work. You know, I'm a little hesitant about it. It's been a while.
Looking good. Not gonna work. You didn't even dig a hole for this damn thing. A feat of apprentice engineering.
He's kind of out of his element, to be honest.
So Chester, now that you've gotten it to a point where you can be working on the detail on one side, maybe I can get that lower base cut in there, like that ice flow we were talking about.
You know, I don't want you to ruin it. Got to prove your mettle.
This is your baby, but I'm sure I can change a diaper.
I have every confidence in Mark, but every one of the cuts I do are really important to the shaping of the piece. Pretty much it's a one-man band up to this point. I can't release any of that potential to somebody else.
I like to lead just like everybody else, but I can follow too. I don't think he'll ever be the follower. I'm over here working our project all by myself. I was hoping to carve more on the polar bear. I'm feeling like a dog laying around half the time, not really doing nothing. Keeping my creative juices flowing. I'm having fun over here. No danger, no bloodshed.
I went and checked out the polar bear this morning,
And it looks great, man.
Chester's got a really loose style. He's just kind of whittling away, whereas other guys, you know, they're square blocking cuts, big chunks. He just kind of whittles around, and all of a sudden you look, and there's a leg. I'm kind of a whittler, too. I'd love to carve with the guy on a regular basis, because it'd be like Motley Crue and Ozzy Osbourne headlining.
You know, hold it. The creative mind loves clutter.
No problem, man.
Knock it out, knock it out.
It's really tough being an apprentice.
It's looking better already.
There. How's
Nice.
that?
Now you got a nice little pattern going.
You see these things
That's
before I
nature.
do.
Nature is organic, irregular patterning. Can you say that, Steve?
OEP.
Hey, Pete, what's going down? Man, nice digs. You're upscaling.
Oh, look at
got
this
the
view.
waterfront view, huh?
Good job.
Yeah, I really like this circular shape you got. It's really good.
Yeah, I wonder where I got that from.
Ah! He's looking like a sinister dude. You do some trouble.
This kind of counterbalances the cross with the raven. Light, dark, you know. I want to get out of here and get this thing under shelter.
Love it.
No, thanks, man.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, man.
You look guilty.
Do I?
Looks like rain.
We got to get at it.
Yeah. Run, Pete.
He's taking liberties that nobody takes with their boss.
My tattoo guy's on me for his carving, so I went and did it. I hope he likes it.
You look guilty.
Do I? Pete, I think he's on to you.
What's this?
What?
What you got going here?
It's wood carving
Nice job.
When did you do that?
today.
Really?
All right, Steve, we'll fess up. He was down the road working on this. We had it covered here. I think we should just drop this.
Let me
be
get this.
cool
This is
about it,
between
get back
me
to
and
work.
Pete. That guy's my foreman, don't forget.
Yeah, but we're all part of the team here. We want
Team
to keep it
Schmeem.
cool.
I wasn't part of the team when this happened.
I wasn't part of the team either.
You shut up.
He doesn't need to know everything I'm doing all the time and exactly where I am.
He's a foreman here. He's supposed to set an example for anybody else that's working here that's under him, and any carvers that are here as well, because when he starts insulting me and disrespecting me, he's on thin ice.
I see his point, but those guys are on it. What am I gonna do? Sit there and shovel up chips? The way I see it, you know, I had everything under control. You guys are both apprentices this week.
That's not what I want to hear.
Well, what do you want to hear? You want me to apologize?
Yeah, that's what I want.
No. Well, I mean, I'm sorry I didn't tell you what I was doing.
I know that's tough to do, but it sounds like you're squeaking it out there.
Basically, yeah, I did come in and mopping up after he's been through, and you know, it's okay. I'm good with that. I'm a team player.
I'm getting a real weak ear here, so could you stick one in the back of that ear?
I'm fixing his overcuts.
What he's saying is he's just fixing my boo-boo.
No, it's not a boo-boo.
I mean, that's a simple answer to it. Keep it simple. Little saw overcut there and forced us to reconfigure that ear a little bit. It's creative imperfection. Point, it's been a one-man show, but now we're getting into the team factor.
I'm like the closer. It's like we're at the World Series here right now, and I'm making sure this game goes our way.
Absolutely.
So what are you up to?
What does it look like? We're trying to finish this bear by tomorrow.
Steve's not going to look at where it lines up with the stars in the universe. He's looking at how it's going to line up with tomorrow's delivery.
We're working on it. We're trying to get the bare facts down.
So you're saying we all of a sudden, huh?
Well, it's a team effort, right, Mark?
We're bringing this game home. It sucks you in like a black hole in space.
Well, it's a nice space.
You know what? But I noticed it wasn't quite as good when you walked up. I mean, you're like sucking the zone energy out of
Yeah,
it.
you are. You got a little negative vibe coming on us, and we're kind of feeling it.
So do you see any overcuts or anything like that,
No.
Mark?
Well, I don't think they're overcuts. So
they're not overcuts anymore.
I just look at it like he created some work for me to do on the piece, and that's what we got to go with.
Finally, I got him involved.
That's deep.
If you can be part of the team, we'll welcome you in.
So how
Why don't you start over again?
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you too, buddy. I know Pete said it's been about 6 months.
Almost a year. No, can't be that long.
Finally hunted you down.
You know how it is with artists, right?
I'm pretty busy myself. It's just all over the world, guy. We made this deal to do the trade for the tattoo.
Step into my office.
Came down to see what he had up for me.
Here you go, man.
Oh yeah, it's this guy. It's a little. It's your thing to go with.
That's not worth what you did. You did me this.
It turned out good.
Everybody loves it.
He's cute though.
Check this out. That's for you.
Dude, that's
I'm
fantastic.
glad you like it, man.
You gotta be kidding me. I never expected him to do something of that scale. Man, you sure know what I'm into. That's impressive.
Huh. What do you think?
Nice job. Good to see you taking my job seriously.
Oh, no problem.
Really? Well, leave my sign alone.
Anything else you need?
No.
Like any install, stuff can go
That
wrong.
pulls it back that way. That's going to slide right off that end, and you're going to break that tip.
He's gonna use that one
Just
instead.
do what I asked you to do. Just look out.
Skip's not listening to him.
Take this strap off.
When he starts insulting me and disrespecting me, he's on thin ice.
That's going to slide. Just wait a minute, Skip. Take this strap off. Now put this one back on there.
I hate this part. It scares me. I don't like doing it.
And it goes around that one.
I've had a piece fall off a truck. I know what it feels like, and after that happens, you never look at this process again the same.
See what happens when it tightens
See
up.
that strap up on the other side
Like
there.
this?
Yeah, right down in here.
I think you're onto something good here, Steve.
Yeah, right there, right there.
Okay, he's picking up the slack.
You wait, Bo.
Like that?
Raise the boom.
That's the ticket.
Now it's looking good.
We got a spirit bear, boy. She's flying. Beautiful, nicely done.
This way just a tiny bit. That looks pretty good right there.
As far as zoning and energy stuff that Skip was talking about, I think this is where it all kind of comes together.
Do it, let's
Are
see
you
it.
ready? Ready?
We're really ready.
All right,
Look
come
at
on
that,
in.
huh?
Look at
Wow.
it. It's huge. Isn't that cool?
This is amazing.
You like it,
I
Mark?
love it.
I mean, no bullshit.
No bullshit. I love it. Wow. I'm blown away. It's really cool.
That's what I need from you.
It's just an amazing feat that he can, in such short time, capture such an incredible animal using a block of wood.
The carving is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
I cannot believe guys did that with a chainsaw. It blows my mind.
It's amazing. I love the way the eyes were captured. It's just so expressive.
The world should be all art. It's the spirit. Feeds the soul. The energy of that polar bear is in that log forever.
You happy?
I'm extremely happy. Thank
Just a
you
great
so
experience
much.
for me. I am so happy and I am so proud of these guys.
Hey, Pete.
Oh, get the tattoo, huh?
It hurt?
Yeah. Too bad. The last day as apprentice, you know, and I thought, you know, you might have something you want me to do. You haven't given me anything to do all week.
Well, if you're going into town, man, you can pick up some more fuel and borrow oil.
Just remember, like, who signs the checks?
See ya. Hate to be ya.
What the hell?
What?
Don't do that again. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to the ranch.